guys, and welcome back. So, finally, I have returned. I had a nice little vacation. I just got done streaming, um, and it was just it was really nice to be back. And it was nice to be able to sit down and have a little bit of time away as well. For those of you who are like, well, what is this guy talking about? I took about a week off in between Christmas and New Year's so that I could kind of get some stuff done and kind of get a whole bunch of cool stuff worked out. Um, and it was really nice. I really enjoyed having a little bit of time. My girlfriend Dragon, she was over for the entire time. We kind of just hanging out, having some fun, doing our thing. Um, and it was just nice. It was nice being able to unwind. And I also got a lot of work done, and I've decided what kind of year I want to have this year. So I talked about it on stream a little bit. I want to change things up a little bit. Usually I'm doing a whole bunch of like charity stuff. I love raising money for charities. I love trying to get money raised and help people and all this other stuff. But I don't want to do that this year. I don't feel like any one charity is taking any precedent over the fact that we are in a very tough time right now. And so, what I want you guys to do is, I want to try to encourage a random act of kindness every day. So whether it's as simple as like helping your neighbor out with shoveling their driveway, or if you get snow, or if you have a little bit of extra money and you're like, hey, you know what? I'm in a good mood today. I'm gonna drive through. Someone's behind me. I'm gonna pay for their meal. Something as simple as that. It doesn't have to be anything that you pay for. It doesn't have to be anything specific. Just do a random act of kindness for somebody. All as always, make sure you're safe with it, socially distance, do all the things proper and everything else. But just something nice, something simple, something that you don't have to really put a lot of thought into, because this last year in 2020 we faced the hardest times that I think we've ever seen in the entire world, and that was the world locking down. And for some people like myself, that had no problem. We had no issues because, let's be honest here, we already sat indoors and did nothing anyway. We played video games and laughed and had fun. Maybe we'd go out and work or go out and hang out every once in a while, but we mainly worked from home and did stuff at home, and so we didn't have any change. But for the general populace, it was a very tough year, and a lot of people are mentally drained. And 2021 is looking to be worse. There's already reports of a stronger strain of COVID over in the UK that's more infectious. Same amount of like uh deadliness, I guess you could say, but all the more infectious. And like it's crazy to think about that there's such a new revelation that could lead us into a longer worldwide lockdown. And so I don't care if you are from the US, if you're from the UK, if you're from Australia, from Germany, Italy, France, Portugal, Czechoslovakia, South America, North America. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what your beliefs are. I don't care about any of that. All I care about is we need to start trying to bring some lightness to the world. And I think this is the best way that we can do it. The charity work, yeah, it does a lot of good for a certain group of people, but it's always pointed. It's always in like one area. It's always just, hey, this is a United States of America based charity. Nobody really cares about it. Or it's a UK based charity, or this or that. And it's just, it doesn't always pertain to everybody. So this is something that now pertains to everyone. Be nice to somebody, do a random act of kindness, and even if it's once a week, just do something nice. Do something that's worth doing, and I think that's going to go a long way for a lot of people. So that's what I want to try to promote for 2021. You know, depending on how 2021 goes, we might end up doing some different things and actually have some charities here and there. We'll see what the year holds, but I'm also going into this year with very low hopes. A lot of people have a lot of high hopes. I'm going in with very low hopes. I don't see an end to COVID and the COVID scare anytime soon. So that's number one that I'm worried about and I'm not having hopes for. And number two, I don't think even if COVID just magically disappeared tomorrow, that we're gonna see a lot of changes in the world. It's gonna take some time for us to readjust. So I'm thinking 2021 is gonna be the readjustment year. Um, a year of readjustment, a year of trying to do the best that we can with what we're given. And so that's what I'm encouraging you guys to do. Don't hope for anything in specific, but hope for the best and try to work your ass off to do as best you can for yourself and for those around you. Um, so as far as my goals for this year, the only two things that I'm really working on for the channel front is I want to get more beta testing outside of just Interstellar Prime, and I want to get more voice acting. And I want to get my name out there for that. And the only way that that happens is if you guys see like a hilarious funny moment that I do where I break a game, or if there's a moment where I'm like, "Hello, my precious, how are you?" or whatever, or I'm doing voice acting for a game or whatever, um, you know, share that. Like share. That's pretty much gonna be what I push this year is like share the videos. The more that you guys share it, the more good that we're able to do because at probably at the beginning and end of every video, I'm going to say, you know, do a random act of kindness, you know, something along those lines. So, you know, the more that you guys share, the more that the word reaches out and the more that we're able to help more people. Um, with that being said, we also have a new thing that I'm going to be doing as well on the channel. I am going to be doing a retro series. And by that, I mean I have a massive list currently of retro games that people have suggested to me already or that I have played in the past. And I'm going to either do one-off videos on them or I will do a full Let's Play series on these retro games. And now you might be asking yourself, Self, what's considered a retro game? Anything that is from Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 or earlier is now considered a retro game. So a lot of stuff that we may remember as being like, "Oh yeah, I remember when this was new and fresh and awesome and amazing." Like my game that really pulled me into the multiplayer spotlight of gaming was Halo 3, and that is now considered a retro game. So it that really kind of brings everything into perspective probably, but um yeah, so we're gonna be seeing a lot more retro style games, whether they're really old games or really new, or moderately new but still kind of old games. We'll see. Hi, Dancer. What are you doing? Coming up, say hi, huh? You never come up, say hi. You being a good girl? You playing? Did you come up because you wanted to play? We'll play in a second, okay? So Dancer plays fetch. Dancer, do you want it? Come here. Dancer, come here. Do you want it? Come on. You want it? Go get it. Well, you can't really see. I tried to get it over there, but it went behind me. But yeah, she plays fetch. But yeah, so that's the two things that we're gonna be focusing on. And as far as like my personal life front goes, I'm gonna work my ass off to really get myself into a better spot. So I'm gonna do something, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna try to stick to it, but I don't know how well I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna start trying to be a little selfish, um, and that may be like, oh God, why would you do that? I always go and do like more for other people, and I want to start trying to do more for myself. Um, I've been struggling as a person to be able to live and be able to get things, going in a proper sense, as it were, for over 3 years now. I want to start getting to a point where I'm more comfortable and I'm able to start living my life a little bit more, because as of right now, I haven't been able to live my life. I've always been struggling and just unhappy overall. And that's one of the things that I kind of reflected on while I was doing my little break was I wasn't really happy with where I was in life. And I talked about this a little bit in the past, but I wanted get more financially stable so that I can start doing the things that I want to do. Like there's stuff that I want to do that I need financial stability for. I need money for, essentially. And I don't have money, so I can't do these things. And so I get into this depressive funk, and then I really just stop wanting to do anything because I don't have any ability to do what I really want to do. And so that's what I'm gonna be really trying to do, is being a little bit more on the selfish side this year. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see what happens with that. But um yeah, I guess we will see where the year takes us. So thank you guys for everything, for your continued support. Hopefully I do great things for you guys for this year, and we have a lot of laughs and do a lot of good. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Regular uploads and regular videos are back. They will be back for a while. We're gonna do more streams as well, so keep an eye on that. There's more stuff that I'm doing as well that I will have more announcements for here in the very very early future. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see all of you guys next time. Bye, guys!